So how do we make money online in 2020? Hey, in this video, I wanna show you what are some of the best ways. I'm gonna give you 3 different ways. Now, the concept of making money online is nothing new. It's been around for the past 10, 15, 20 years, but things are always changing, and I wanna give you the most up-to-date kinds of strategies. Because in the past few years, people have realized that making money online is becoming a serious thing. Maybe 15 years ago, people thought that, no, this is more of just a side hustle. This is just kind of a gig that's gonna come and go. And even 15, 20 years ago, people thought that making money online was a phase. But now during these uncertain economic times, making money online truly has become one of the best ways to continue to add not only a side income, but potentially even replace your current income. So in this video today, I wanna give you the 3 different ways in which I think is the absolute best, most effective ways to get started making money online. I'm gonna give their advantages as well as disadvantages, and you might wanna stay around to the very end because the 3rd way is one way in which I think anyone watching this video right now, that means you, can get started on. So let's jump into this video. Hey, if you're new to this channel, my name is Richard. I'm an entrepreneur as well as a high performance coach. And over the past year since I've graduated from UCLA, I've actually been able to generate over $400,000 in revenue through my business in only the past 6 months. And to some people that may be a lot, to others that might not be a lot, but that's not the point of the video. Today, I wanna share with you the 3 things that I've learned along the way. And these strategies were really the ones that I wish I would have started on because I failed 4 different businesses before my first online business actually took off. And so if there's any way for you to shortcut that and really accelerate past that learning curve, then this video is for you. The first method is simply selling products online. Now, this is also a term that you might have heard of called e-commerce. Now, what essentially is e-commerce? It's very simple. It's essentially selling any kind of product that you can think of that is a physical product that you can ship to a customer through an internet business. So you think about shipping things like books. Amazon, one of the largest companies in the world, fundamentally is just an e-commerce company. But the thing is, there are so many different ways to get started with e-commerce and get a piece of this pie. In fact, it turns out that over the next 2 years, internet business and e-commerce is going to more than double. Now, first and foremost, I have to say that this is a massive market. Nearly every single person in the United States or in the Western world is now buying online. And when you go to Asia, people are buying things online left and right. You can start an online business selling something super specific, like cell phone cases, or selling masks, or even sitting here selling water bottles. They can get so specific, and there are millions of people who would happily be eager to buy these things. And this is a massive advantage because this means that you can actually scale your business really well. Because if you're able to sell one product to one person, chances are there's a couple thousand, if not millions of people who are also willing to buy that product, which means that if you have the right advertising strategy, you're gonna be able to build a really scalable business. And what are some of the disadvantages of the e-commerce model? Now, to begin with, most e-commerce business model require for you to actually advertise, which means you're gonna have to spend money on YouTube ads, Facebook ads to actually get your product in front of people's eyes, and that costs a lot of money. And chances are, if you're gonna get started with dropshipping, you're gonna need at least $50 to $100 a day in Facebook ad spend to actually get a successful product off the ground. I was running an e-commerce store selling jewelry, and this business got all the way up to $20,000 a month in sales, but I didn't really make any money from it because after product costs, as well as Facebook advertising costs, I pretty much was netting at $0. So even though it looked like I was making a lot of money, remember, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep that matters. But nevertheless, e-commerce works great for some. I have some friends who make millions of dollars doing it. My mentor, Joel Marion, runs a 9-figure e-commerce supplement company called BioTrust Nutrition. It's a great model to get into, but definitely the learning curve might be a little steep and you might need a little capital. The second way that I would highly encourage for anyone to make money in 2020 is gonna be through some kind of consulting service. Now, what exactly is a consulting service? It's very simple. You take a certain skill set that you possess and you go ahead and sell that to other people at a premium price. Now, in 2020, some very popular forms of consulting services include Facebook ad strategy, SEO, technological services. And all this means is if you understand any of these skills, you can go to other businesses and you can charge a premium in order to run them. For example, if you understand the skill set of Facebook ads, you can approach a business and say, hey, I'll go ahead and run your Facebook ads for you for $2,000 to $3,000 a month. And so this model has a great advantage because there's very low overhead costs. Because this is technically a consulting service, your time and your expertise is your product, which means that there's no actual physical product cost. And for example, I have a high performance coaching business that has generated the majority of the $400,000 in sales because I've helped nearly 1,000 people better their lives through my high performance knowledge. And so this is an incredible way to make money because there's not a lot of profit margin. However, the disadvantage of this model is that typically you're gonna have to spend quite a bit of time to actually invest into gaining the skill set. It was a skill set that I had gained after over 4 to 5 years of learning the skill of high performance and applying it within my own lifestyle, as well as teaching it to other people. And so the bottom line is, if you already have some kind of skill that you are confident can bring someone else a great result, you are in such good luck, because this means that you can go ahead and start a consulting business. But even if you don't have any kind of skill set, that's okay, because I want to share with you the third method. It's called building a personal brand. Now I know you might be thinking, you're saying, well, Richard, obviously that's so obvious. You think about Jake Paul or Gary Vee or Grant Cardone or any of these big people, they all have these massive personal brands. But that's not actually what I'm talking about. I'm talking about becoming a micro influencer. You see, it doesn't take 100,000 YouTube subscribers or 1 million YouTube subscribers for you to actually begin making money. No, I know channels that only have 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers, but because they monetize their channel the right way, they're actually able to make consistent $10,000 to $20,000 months. And if you could make $10,000 a month, that's more than 6 figures a year off of 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers. Wouldn't that be something that you would take me up on? It's very, very simple. The reason why personal branding is so big in this day and age is because in this world, there's a very simple concept, and it's that money follows attention. You see, if you have the best product in the world, if you can't get that out in front of people, you can't possibly make any money. Think about it. I'm a high performance coach, and I have a YouTube channel of a little bit over 100,000 subscribers. Imagine that I'm the best high performance coach in the world, and I know exactly how to transform someone's life and their productivity, but no one knew me and no one followed me. How the heck am I gonna make money? How the heck am I going to help other people? It's not possible. Creating a personal brand it's 100% free. You don't need any kind of upfront cost, and the second thing is you don't actually need any kind of expertise knowledge. You can simply begin to create videos on things that you're genuinely passionate about. When I first got started on my YouTube channel, I documented my life as a college student at UCLA. I documented me going to the gym, what foods I was eating, because health, productivity, college, these are the things that I was genuinely passionate about. And you can do this in any kind of niche that you're part of. If you like dance, if you like golfing, if you like giving dating advice, all of these things are things that other people are watching. And the only true disadvantage that I see to building a personal brand is twofold. First and foremost, the disadvantage, and I don't even think this is a big disadvantage, is you're gonna have to be willing to put in the work. Whereas all these business models, some of them may be able to grow faster than others, but a lot of them require upfront capital, like e-commerce. You need to be able to spend money on ads and buy products. However, in this personal branding model, you just simply need to be able to make 5 to 10 hours a week, to be able to make some content, to be able to edit some content. That is truly the only disadvantage. And then the other one is, once you begin to grow a following, you're gonna get people who might disagree or might not like you, right? And that's where the whole concept of having haters come from. A couple mentors always told me in the past, if you don't have haters, you are not doing enough. I know for a fact, the God I worship, Jesus Christ, man, Jesus Christ, arguably the most influential man to have ever walked on this earth. In fact, I believe in 2018 or 2019, Time Magazine actually rated him as the most influential man to have ever walked on this earth. Guess what? He was killed on a cross. People hated him so much, they executed him. So guess what? If you're gonna be influential, if you're gonna make an impact, if you're gonna change people's lives, you're gonna ruffle some feathers, and some people are gonna disagree with you, but it's okay, because the amount of people you impact, the amount of people you serve is going to radically outweigh the number of quote unquote haters that you're gonna get. Now look, across these 3 different ways of how to make money online, I say more important than any of these things is your habits. Because if you don't have good habits, you won't be able to have the discipline in order to successfully build these businesses. And so I don't want to leave you hanging with just these make money online strategies. I want to give you more value. This coming Saturday, I'm going to host a live high performance masterclass just for you, in which I'm going to show you how to build those habits and how to double your productivity to get back at least 10 hours of your work week. Because if you get back 10 hours, you can use that to build one of these 3 side hustles that I just told you about. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and click the first link down below on the screen. That's gonna take you to the registration page where you can type your name and email, and I cannot wait to see you this coming Saturday on that masterclass. It's completely free for you to attend. And when you do, I'm even gonna give you my high performance planner, which has taken me over 12 months to build out, but you're gonna get for free when you show up. Hey, if you got value from this video, I wanna encourage you to hit subscribe and that notification bell because I release multiple videos like this every single week. And I also wanna remind you that this video was 100% free for you. So if you got value from this video, make sure to share it with a friend. Share it on your Instagram story. I'll put my Instagram right there. Make sure to tag me and text it to a friend. Remember, how you do one thing is how you do absolutely everything. I'll see you next week.